All right, guys, it is January 1st, 2024. Justin's actually working on our day off today to start this ABT kit here. So tell us what we got, Justin. What's the plan?
So we have done, if you look in our past videos, we've done an RS7-R. It was a black car, a different kit. So this one's getting the RS7-LE kit. So this one's limited to 1 out of 200. Emphasis more on the interior with Alcantara. This one's got a little bit more performance upgrades. It's got a suspension kit, full exhaust tune, and then just a bunch of exterior stuff. So as you can see over here, we have a mountain of parts that we have to go through.
We started going through some of them today, so
yeah,
just show some of the.
I mean, there's just like little bits and pieces. Like there's a steering wheel in here. What's pretty cool is I opened up this. This is
here.
Really cool. So on top of the engine cover for the heat shielding, you know, it just says RS7, but this one actually is signed and says some nice stuff. So it's pretty cool. As you can see, Legacy Edition there. So that's really cool touch. But there's just everything over here. Sway bars. There's interior carbon pieces, Alcantara pieces,
rim, suspension,
and then
tune.
That we've never, we got. I mean,
yeah. Let's show them the surprise today that we popped out. This is the surprise of the day today.
That we have to for the headrest.
Yeah,
we have to send the seats out for it to get. So that goes on the headrest. It says RS7-LE on the back seats, and then on the front seats it says ABT. I mean, it's just one box after another box after another box. You keep opening, and then you think you're done with one thing, and then there's just 3 more pieces that come out for it. So we have exhaust tips in there. There's a whole box here of carbon, you know,
ducts, yeah.
For the radiators, because the front bumper's coming off for a whole carbon splitter setup. The rear bumper is getting cut for a carbon diffuser.
Why don't you show us what you installed today on it at least?
So obviously I started off mirror caps. These just stick on. They fit really good. So those are on. And then we'll go into here. Which
we didn't pull all the seats out. That's actually up.
So the seats are still in. We have the door sills that say 1 out of 200. The stock ones say RS on them.
So we got those on.
The ABT floodlights. You can kind of see there.
Yep.
So I did put the steering wheel in, which is, it's a full, it's Alcantara on the top, perforated Alcantara on the sides here. It's got the ABT logo there, Alcantara shift knob cover there, ABT start button.
We still got a long way to go on the interior, though.
Well, as soon as we opened up those other boxes for the head for the backrest here, because if you look at the stock seat, there's nothing up here.
So that's where that's where the pieces are going to go,
so
right
ABT
there.
ABT is going to be here, and then RS7-LE is going to be on the back.
On the back ones here. So basically, in the back here, all this has to come out. So we're going to pull out the entire seat. You'll have the pieces that are going to go up here. Everything has to come out. And all these pieces up here are all getting changed along the way, too. So we got to pull all those off.
And I started doing the wing. So the mounting points are in the wing. So the motorized wing is deleted now. And it's going to have a lid here with a stationary wing. So that's ready to go on once we get this piece taken care of.
So this is the piece here that's basically already got replaced.
This is the stock piece, but so you replace these mounting pieces from the stock wing that opens and closes to these solid pieces. And then the lid and then the wing goes on. So it's actually like a raised wing that sits out instead of just a flat wing that kind of moves up.
Right.
It's really nice. We also have wheels for this thing, like some really nice looking wheels, side skirt extensions, and then I also believe there's a hood vent that gets cut out. There's going to be carbon here. There's got, like I said, a whole carbon.
Yeah, the whole front bumper basically.
These grills are going to get changed.
We got the Fender ones are going to get cut in right here, so those will get cut in.
The
hood ones.
The bumper back there.
So yeah, a lot of work. All right, well we'll check back with you when Tyler's here tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
Yesterday. next day.
Fudge.
Tyler, I was talking to Bryce yesterday, and now it's you. Did you have a nice New Year's?
Oh, Bryce was here.
Yeah. Some of us were working while others were partying.
Fudge, we got the RS7 in the bay, so I don't know where Bryce left off, but we were doing
when
the
Bryce
full...
left off, I was just getting started. And we had explained that the interior needed to come out to do the headrest. So we were pulling out, so I have this seat out, the whole back seat, bench rest is out.
Okay.
Also, that stuff needs to come out because all these plastic trim pieces here.
Yep.
Come on.
A lot of plastic.
Alcantara. So all these pieces are OEM pieces. Just they wrapped on Alcantara, so all that's
Wow,
gonna
with the
come
nice
out.
stitching.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that stitching is OEM, but right here on the backrest it's going to say RS7-LE. The front is going to say ABT.
And in the red to match.
So the front's going to be silver ABT, and then the back is going to be red.
Nice.
Red RS7-LE.
That'll look
So,
good.
yeah. So the interior is getting it done. It's on its way there. The sills, these are the stock sills still on this side.
Right.
So you can see the silver with the line and the RS7 with the line. Now if you go to the other side, these are hard. These are hard to put in. These sills. They're no joke. So that is, it's obviously the blue tape's on there, but that's actually black titanium with the blue. And then this one says
nice.
200.
Cool.
I'm gonna leave the wrap on there
And
just
you
so
did
the guy.
the steering wheel too, right?
Steering wheel, shift knob cover, start button, and then like this side piece is also Alcantara, but that has to come back out because all this
Trim has to come out.
Alcantara because that seat's coming out.
It's kind of cool that they do that on the sides and stuff because it comes OEM
So
on the
the
roof.
RS7R that we did wasn't like that.
No,
that
not at
stuff
all.
Gets kept. The only pieces were the side of the seat, which also the side here on the seat, that's Alcantara, and then this on the RS7R, this one and that one were carbon.
Cool.
That's pretty much the only difference. The mirror caps are the same. So after we get
Big
the
boy
interior-
carbon.
Yeah. After we get the interior set, I think I'm gonna pull the front bumper.
Okay.
And then we'll start doing the bumper because the bumper is like a whole project. Not like the whole car isn't, but
Right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, Fudge. Justin?
No.
And we're back.
These dudes just pissed me off, bro. They want to talk.
And we're back.
All right.
Fudge, we got a lot going on here today.
Let's make it quick.
But it seems like you finished most of the interior.
So the interior is done, other than getting the seats back from the upholstery to get the headrest done.
Yep.
But other than that, the whole interior is done.
Cool.
The major, I guess, I don't know if it's upgrade or change, is all these plastics are now Alcantara.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
On top of the wheel, I think we went over the shift knob. So a lot of Alcantara. One thing that I noticed on the R7R that came with, that this one did not come with, is that Quattro right there on the side of the dash.
Oh yeah, it said like one of 200.
125.
Yeah.
This one it didn't come with that. So I like that because it was a little bit of a.
It's funny how they change so many different things about like each version they do.
Yeah, they have like their own niches to them. I think the wheels once are on this, the wheels are just disgusting. I think those
Are
the
they?
best. Yeah. But
dig into those soon.
Yeah. So door sills 1 to 200.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
Alcantara. Once we get the seat back, all that'll be done in here. So
Looks good.
nice, clean, simple, not like over the top or anything like that.
Right.
So yeah, we're getting there. So
Sweet.
next I'm gonna put on the lift, and then I might pull the front bumper and start doing the bumper and stuff like that. I have so many directions I can go with things. So
There's a lot of boxes of goodies.
It just depends on like, hey, what do you want to tackle next?
Right.
So, yeah. Maybe we'll do the sway bar or something.
Sounds good.
Different.
Sounds good.
All right, Tyler.
All right, Fudge.
Hey, Tyler.
What's the update on the RS7-LE?
So we put the car on the lift, and I decided to tackle the front bumper stuff first.
Okay.
So we're gonna walk over here. These are our new dry carbon intercooler air ducts. So it's got one on each side.
Those look really cool, actually.
Yeah, these look really, really nice. It's a nice addition.
Wow.
They clip right in, very easy. And then if we come around to the front of the bumper, we have this grill add-on piece here. We have a full front lip. So the front lip is stuck on here.
Right.
And then it's actually bolted through.
Through bolted
to the
underneath.
sides. With these brackets, they give you these reinforcement brackets.
Oh, nice.
So you actually drill through these, and then they're tapped into these. So this is like super sturdy.
Cool.
And then we added these grills. So the stock grills, this black section kind of comes a little bit lower, and there's not as much airflow.
Okay.
So with these, this is like almost fully open. A lot of airflow going into the new ducts. And then we added these carbon accents here also.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Not as aggressive as the R, but it's very clean.
No, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks nice. So now we're going to throw the bumper back on and then get into our next objective, whatever.
Sweet. Back at it on the RS7 ABT. Fudge, what do we got here?
All right, Tyler. So we got the front bumper done.
Yep.
The lips on. We got the carbon pieces here, the grills, all that.
Look at this, huh?
So this is our new engine cover that's signed by some guy, and then has a little, gonads and stuff. It's really nice.
It is.
But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move on to a little more of the performance side of things.
Okay.
So this is the ABT engine control. Basically, their piggyback tune that's covered completely by the factory warranty. Like it won't mess with Audi's warranty or whatever.
Sweet.
So just a run over of parts. This bracket, this holds the ECU in. So the ECU is going to get mounted behind here under that panel. We'll have a cable harness. So this should be the ECU in here.
So it's a full new ECU.
No.
It's a,
So basically, how this works is this should be the cable. Really nice packaging. Well,
nice.
There's a. We'll show it later, but there's a whole cable harness in here, right?
Okay.
That cable harness connects to some of the main ECU.
Okay.
The main, and then goes to this. So
Sweet.
basically, this is talking to that, and overriding some of the elements of the tune or whatever.
Okay.
Probably, boost pressure control, fueling, and stuff like that. Saying, hey, I need a little bit more. Creates more power. And then this looks like it goes to the OBD port, you can see. And then it pins in somewhere to the car. I haven't done this one yet. This is new. But I know that they added like a Bluetooth option for the phone.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's something with that. But yeah, so I start pulling this apart, getting all the wiring together so we can make some power, you dig?
awesome.
All right.
ECU's in, Fudge?
Yes, our piggyback tune is in. So the way it works is we have this extra harness here.
Okay.
And this extra harness here that plugs into 3 of these. If I remember, it's like this one, and one of the ones down here.
Okay.
And then you take the stock connectors, plug them into this, and then there's another single one that's tucked underneath. It's kind of hard to get this into position.
Yeah.
The wires are very stubborn, but once you get that in, then you route the wire, and we'll go all the way back to that corner. So you gotta take the wiper blades, the actual wiper arms off and everything. And then down here is the ABT ECU.
Okay.
So that wiring harness runs to this ECU, and then we have another wiring harness, this smaller wiring harness here, that runs to the OBD connector. So we ran that through the firewall, plugs into the OBD2 port, and then that runs right to that. And then we started the car, checked it, ran no codes or anything like that. So this is kind of a tune where you just leave it alone, and it just does its own thing, and that's it.
Awesome.
So we'll put the cowl back together, and then we'll decide on what we're gonna do next.
Sweet. Jay Fudge,
Yes, sir.
we're back at it here. We stayed a little late last night, so we couldn't get a glimpse of what you were doing, but walk us through it.
We're just doing things, So last night I did the full catback exhaust with the carbon diffuser.
As you guys can see underneath. So Fudge, this is the same exhaust that was on the
R7R.
yeah, the
Yep.
RS7R.
The only
Cool.
difference is that the R7R, the tips are attached to the mufflers, which the tips are attached to the actual diffuser.
Okay.
But the diffuser on this, and I'm very thankful for this, is actually just a one-piece click-in. Like there's no like cutting. On the R, you gotta like cut here.
Right.
You have to like glue these on. And it's a nightmare.
So this is just a one-piece.
One-piece add-on.
Nice.
You just swap over the antennas. They go right here.
Yeah.
Add the you can't see them.
They're tucked under here.
Yeah. And then you just add the tips to it. You swap the reflectors over. Very easy, simple. But now what we're gonna do is we're going to start adding the bumper pieces.
Okay.
So this is the left side vent for the bumper. It's going to sit like that. So the reason you have to cut is because this is actually indentated right here. So you're going to cut this out. That'll sit in, and then I got to glue some little grills back there. So I don't know why it's not carbon to match that.
Yeah, it's a little... Well, I think the front is also this gloss black, right?
Yeah.
You think they would have done carbon, but
It is what it is. But yeah,
it'll still look good.
let's start. So what we'll do is we'll draw here with a pen.
Okay.
And then I'll drill a couple holes as like guide holes, and we'll take the saw and literally just stencil it out with the saw.
Sweet.
And then we just pop it right in.
Awesome. Let's get to it.
One eternity later.
All right, Fudge.
Happy Monday, Tyler. How you
Well, I
doing?
don't know, like...
Well, it's Monday here, okay?
It's Monday while we're filming
no,
this, but I don't
no
know.
lip. No lip. Because you know what? There's people in the comments that say that I have to deal with you. So today, I'm not dealing with it.
So
So I'm going to tell you what we're doing, okay? Or what we done did.
Wow.
So you're probably wondering how this gets here. I'm guessing.
It doesn't
right?
just get
It doesn't
double-sided
just-
taped on?
No, that would be too easy. I'll show you on this side.
Wow.
So this is already like a quarter of the way through the process.
Okay.
ABT will send you a stencil that you kind of cut out, and you make it lines up to this line, and then the wheel arch right here. So you'll put it up there. You'll cut out the outline, and then you'll stencil it in like you see I use this. This is a special pencil that you can write on the car, and it'll just wipe right off. So it's not
Okay.
damaging the car. Not like I'm about to take a saw to it or anything. And then what I do is I take a drill to try to make the corners. So what you'll do is, because you can see if I were to continue the saw here, I can make
It's
that
hard,
corner
yeah.
real nice. So
Yeah, when it's pre-drilled.
yeah.
It looks
So I
good.
drill it, kind of use it as a stencil to work myself around. So we will take the saw and we'll cut this out. And then any adjustments that usually needed, I just take a file and kind of file it down. But this should be a good base for us to start. The only thing you have to watch out for, this side you're good because there's nothing behind the fender, but that side has the washer tank behind it. So I suggest just pulling the fender liner and just kind of like watching. That side you might want to take a Dremel with a little rotary saw and cut if you were planning on doing this instead of the other type of saw. This one, there's nothing behind it, so you can kind of go crazy. But yeah, did we go in the back yet?
We did.
Oh, okay.
We did.
Well, that's it.
It's looking good, Fudge.
All right. Yeah, we're almost there. We're like 80% of the way through.
Cool.
So it's a process, but
It definitely is.
Yeah.
But it's looking nice.
thanks, Tyler.
Hood's off.
Hood's off.
What we got going on here?
You may be asking yourself, why is the hood off? I'm gonna tell you why.
I think we know.
It's noisy in here.
I think we
Give me a
know.
second. Okay. You're gonna shorten that, right?
I think we know why the hood's
You know what I
off.
mean? All right. So the hood is off because we're adding a hood vent.
You know what they should have done?
Just
They should have
stuck it
done
on.
like the glass piece like Curtis's
yeah, but
RS7,
but then it's not.
and then
It's-
you could have saw, you know, like, oh,
So anyway, we're gonna disregard that because we're not doing that. We're putting a vent. So I'm gonna cut this piece out here.
okay.
So it's an upper and a lower piece that kind of sandwich together like that. It's gonna have a little scoop of the grill here, and then it's gonna vent air on top of the engine to help cool it down, which is nice because it gets pretty hot up here with the heat shield.
Gee, they should have just had that exposed, Fudge.
That's all right. So yeah, this is our stencil. So this stencil gets used twice. First for this initial cutout, and then it's gonna get used again for another cutout here, which these are gonna be fun. But anyway, let's do our first cut.
A double whammy.
Technically, I already cut like 4 times, so this is like the 5th time I gotta cut. Let's hope it don't mess the hood up.
That would be cool. Well, Fudge,
Yes,
I
sir.
think the hardest part of the whole ABT install is over. What do
Yeah,
you think?
The hardest parts are definitely over. All the cutting and everything is worked out well. We didn't have to buy any hoods or fenders or bumpers or anything, so that's always a
That's a
positive.
plus.
Yeah. So the hood insert is installed.
Wow.
So the top, we have this nice carbon piece. It's got the grill in here. Then we go to the bottom side. So if I can open the hood. This is fully functional, so it's scooping air from here, or it's actually releasing the air, pulling it out that way. I think in the long run, it should help kind of preserve this cover because it is painted black from kind of like fading it.
Yep.
Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. It is this is a beautiful piece.
Really
you can
nice.
see it even came with like the little ABT logos,
all the
on the
clips.
clips. So
It's really cool.
yeah, that's just attention to detail, and I'm really happy that I don't have to cut anything anymore. So
That's good.
yeah.
So what steps are next now that all the cutting's done?
So the only thing that's left is, so we got our trunk lid back.
Yep.
John's PPFing that so we can install the wing, and then we have to do the adjustable spring kit,
Cool.
and I think that's it.
And the wheels,
Obviously,
right?
the seats are still out. Yeah, and then the wheels. But unfortunately, we're not going to see the car with the wheels on it because it is winter. So we're going to put snow tires on these wheels.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
And we're
those
gonna
wheels
put
are beautiful
these summers
on
on
ABT wheels.
the ABT wheels.
Yep.
Well, we can at least show them what it looks like.
Yeah, I'll put
in
one
the
on
box,
the car or something
but
like that.
yeah.
They're beautiful wheels. They really are.
Are they? Are they different from the?
LE wheels or the
from
R wheels?
yeah.
100%. The R's had more of like a web design.
Yeah.
These are more like a twist. Like they kind of take these wheels, add a couple spokes, and twist them. They're in my opinion 10 times better than the R
Cool.
wheel is. They're a lot more aggressive looking, and they fit the car like perfectly. So I'm excited to see those too. But yeah, we made it.
Let's continue.
Tyler didn't have to buy a bumper.
Imagine.
Coming out of your paycheck.
Thanks, Fudge.
All right, Tyler.
Fudge. Fudge. We're at the final day of the
They're
ABT
yelling at
kit
each other.
before you leave. Is it the final? It's the final, dude. You want to show them the wing, and then we'll get
Other
to
than the wheels tied together, but unfortunately we're not going to see the car with the wheels on.
Wait, what about the interior headrest stitching?
They're getting stitched right now.
Still getting stitched, bro. Relax. All right, we're not putting snap-on in the
Wait,
headrest.
why can't we see it with the wheels on?
Because the stock wheels are getting snow tires, and that's what he would like to pick it up with.
Let's show them the wing, Fudge.
All right, let's give it a second.
Well, we're back at the back of the car. And Fudge,
We're back in the back dig.
we got the lowest profile wing I think I've ever
Dude,
seen.
chill, bro. It's not
No,
that
it's,
bad.
it's low. It's low.
So this is the wing completed. If you remember,
I really like the car.
You weren't here for this piece.
Really like the car.
This piece here is supplied from ABT.
Right.
It's carbon fiber, and then the top is primered. So we had it painted, and then we stealthed over the top of it, so it looks, OEM.
And so the factory wing comes
So the
up.
factory
so
wing
let us
is
know.
just this piece,
Right.
metal, and it's just flat, and that comes up.
Right.
This wing will not do any of that. This is going to stay where it is. The motor and the mechanism to move the wing and all that actually gets removed from the car completely, and then
Okay.
the dashboard code gets coded out with the app that they send you,
Sweet.
the dongle and stuff. So that's all set. Everything exterior wise is complete.
Sweet.
So other than John being lazy and not fixing the roof, that was
And the
that's
handles.
the only thing, and the handles, but it's just typical. It's okay. But yeah,
Looks good.
There she is.
So off to the KW suspension now.
Yeah.
Well,
KW,
sorry,
ABT,
the
bro.
ABT KW suspension.
I think we just assume that if it's a yellow spring, it's KW.
It looks literally
It is. It's
identical to
it
the
is,
KW,
it is,
so
it
it's
is. It's okay. Hey, listen, better KW than
KW is
Raceland,
really
you
good.
know? So, all right, Tyler. Well, let's get these in.
let's do it. All right, Fudge. And we're back. Fudge, the final piece of the puzzle.
Yep, that's it. We got the adjustable spring kit installed.
Wow.
We didn't compromise the dynamic ride control line because I actually took the shock and took it out, laid it down, used a spring compressor to pull the old shock off and everything, so there's no bleeding or anything involved with that, which is great. So that's the front, and then on the rear we have the spring with a adjustable perch up here. A little bit hard to see, but yeah,
Nice.
it's there. So let's put it on the ground and see how she's sitting.
Let's do it. All right, Fudge.
All right, Tyler.
Car's off the lift,
It is.
and a lot of things have been changed and reformed and redone on this
and cut and
RS7,
stuck and glued and
taped.
taped and all types of stuff. But
Looks
yeah,
good.
there she is.
Sits nice with the suspension. And it's fully adjustable like any other KW.
Yep, this is
Kit.
a 1 out of 200 that you're looking at right here.
1 out of 200.
There she is. So we'll do a quick walkthrough of everything.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So let me open the hood and we'll start there.
Looks crazy.
The only thing we don't have back yet is the interior. So you'll have to do a snippet on that. So we'll start at the hood with the hood vent.
Yep.
Fully functional, top and bottom.
Yep.
We got a nice engine cover here. We have a tune. It's a little bit difficult to see, but this is part of the tune here.
Yep.
It runs into that panel over there. We have the carbon top piece. We have the carbon lip, carbon sides,
Carbon
side
ducts.
grill, carbon ducts. We have the fender flares on the side. We have our mirror caps. We have our
Side skirts?
We have our side skirts with extensions. We have our side blades, full diffuser with an aftermarket exhaust, and we have our carbon wing. And we'll go inside. And we have full Alcantara throughout the bottom. We have a push button, a shift knob, and a steering wheel also, and door sills.
Wow. And like you said, the seats will be coming back.
The seats
soon.
will be coming back from the upholstery. It is not an easy job to change out that section. The only thing, obviously, that's not on the car also is the wheels.
Correct,
Because
yeah.
we're in the dead middle of winter.
Right.
So we swapped winter wheels onto these. Winter tires onto these, and then unfortunately, hopefully we can get a picture with the ABT wheels on it. But yeah,
Cool.
there she is.
Sweet. Alright guys, the RS7 ABT kit is all finished up. Finished off in full body XPEL Stealth over this Nardo Gray. As you guys saw before, Justin put everything on this car, pretty much the vent, the front lip, the ducts, all the carbon pieces that you see on the car, cutting into the car and the fenders, and the wing, full new diffuser, full new exhaust. Everything is completely done in this car. And then when we go to the inside, you guys saw that Justin put the steering wheel on and all of this Alcantara that is around the car now. And then we also got the seats stitched in the ABT and the headrest, the RS7-LE on each seat, and the custom ABT steering wheel. Everything is all complete. This thing looks freaking awesome.